Hi, I'm Lewis and I enjoy writing. This is going to be a little bit different from me because normally I give you basic writing advice and things. But Me Chato recently released a video where he defended his point that he said that TV characters should not change. Fight me. And Me Chato is a guy I respect. I do enjoy his YouTube channel. He is a former network executive, so he knows a little bit about storytelling, just a little bit, quite a bit, just quite a little bit, we're going to say. But I just have a different opinion on him. So Chato, with all due respect, put him up, put him up, put him up. When it comes to storytelling, you can have character development as part of the storytelling device. And there's a few shows out there that actually used storytelling as part of their, character development as part of their main storytelling device. But what is character development? Let's back this train up a little bit. Luke Skywalker is the easiest character to point to for this. At the start of episode 4, A New Hope, he's a moisture farmer. I mean, I don't even know what that is. He's on a backwater planet, and he says, and I quote, "The Empire's way out there, and I'm right here." Right? He is the last person you expect to do anything. But at the end of episode 6, he's facing down his father and the Emperor. That is a character arc. He became a Jedi Knight, went from moisture farmer to Jedi Knight. That is a character arc. That is character development. And that's what that is. What character development is not is a lesson. Now, Luke Skywalker, at the start of that, he learned how to use the Force with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Remember, with the helmet and put the blast shield down, there's the robot going back and forth, zapping him. He learned how to use the Force. That was a lesson. A lesson is not a character arc, though. It's a part of it, just like your tire is a part of your car. But your tire is not your car. You're not going to drive your tire. So, in essence, the character learns lessons and begins to grow and change through the series. That is what character development is. There's a whole arc to what the character goes through, which is why in general, Chato is correct. You're only going to see it in movies because it's far easier. The character starts at point A, ends up at point C, and he's got to go through B to get there. Or in the case of modern Marvel, he's got to go through B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, Alpha, Beta, Zulu, Carrot Top, and random character guy G, all of which you got to watch all of those TV shows to catch up to C. But I digress. That is what basically a character development is, though. It's that character learning the lessons, and over the accumulation of the lessons, they grow to something else. Think of your own life. Where were you 10 years ago? Think of all the lessons that brought you to that point. It's that, but on television. Can you do that in a serialized TV show? Serialized TV, come on, sitcoms, for example, dramas, Law and Order, all those great juicy things. You can't really do that too much because after all, people need a jumping on point. That's the entire point of serialized. The characters stay the same through the whole thing. So if you miss an episode, hey, who cares, right? And the writers, as a writer, I don't have to wait for Joe Blow to finish his script so I can start on mine. We all have to be writing at the same time. After all, they're going to be shooting next week and they expect to have words in front of them to shoot with. So, what are we going to do? But nature solves this question for us, doesn't it? Think of Full House. Mary-Kate and Ashley's character changed from the first episode to the last one. Why? She grew up. The actresses grew up. You can't exactly have them coming in going, "How wooed," all the time. The TV show, The Blank Show, the guy which shall not be named on YouTube show, we're gonna call it that, had a character on there called Rudy, correct? Rudy was the young character at the first season and the first episode. By the end of it, she was an older sister, and she was helping to teach and having interactions with, forget the girl's name, but the other younger girl that came to live with him. That was Rudy's role. That is character development. Nature forces it upon you. In fact, there's TV shows wrapped up in that. The Wonder Years, for example, is all about this guy telling you how he grew up and all the lessons in his childhood that made him the man he is. Is that not character development? Let's take a look at Boy Meets World. It's very slow development, but it's a pretty long TV show, and it is character development. The main characters of that does develop and grow over time. They are not the same on season 5 as they are on season 1. Now, you do have these as the exceptions. Like I said, they're not the rule. In general, TV shows are going to remain the same to make it easier for the audience, easier for the writers and the directors and everybody involved in the process. Change complicates things. Why change it? So, in general, he is correct. But there is those shows out there. Those shows like Sons of Anarchy, where you have Jax Teller, who is a big, bad, burly biker, and his hair. And Jax Teller, at the first episode, beats a guy up. Very involved in the lifestyle. Enjoys selling the guns and all the stuff. But by the end of this Hamlet-style story, he is pushed his father's motorcycle club into going straight, and he's sacrificed his life to do it. That is character development, and it takes him quite a long time to get there. So it is possible. But honestly, it's not going to be used a lot. And I agree. It's not meant for most situations. I don't want character development in the middle of my Cheers. I agree with them on that. And I don't want character development in the middle of Big Bang Theory. Because after all, on the 1 or 2 episodes I catch when I'm at the dentist, I don't really want to try to figure out what's going on now. But that's just my opinion. What do you think?